In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Doing a thing for the podcast.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast. Hi.
Hola.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
And hi to all of you
hello.
out there.
Hello.
Welcome to the Freedom Friends Podcast. It's Thursday. We're sitting in a circle, sort of.
That can only mean one fucking
There's
thing.
sticks and hands and drinks on the table. Johnny boy, what are we about to do?
We're about to masturbate, boys.
You goddamn right. It's time for Freedom Friends Master Debate, solving the world's problem, one mediocre topic at a time. We have a very special guest with us today on this particular debate. We have it's a walking hard on is what it is, man. Like every time I look at it, I can see it on here. Jason Murph from Grill Your Ass Off here, the CEO and Prez over there. Fucking, what's your official title? What'd you give yourself?
Meat seasoner.
Yeah. Masturbator. No, I'm CEO.
So, yeah, all right. So you kept it because like you have your title,
Well, on my business cards, it's El Presidente.
right? And then what was yours?
Oh, this is at the gun store.
Oh,
The Chief BSO.
yeah, Chief BSO. Yeah, so Chief Bullshit Officer.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it. Justin, you gave yourself one. What did you say you were?
Chief Propaganda Officer.
There it is.
Oh, I like that one, actually.
Yeah,
We didn't do anything fun with that.
you still can, man. You're the
I
fucking
did
boss.
because
Oh,
it
no,
turns
we
out
can, yeah.
turns out the state doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You can declare yourself whatever it is.
I
So
think
Well, I don't think we did anything legally. We just put it on our business
oh
cards.
no, I registered as pub master
Yeah.
under position.
That's awesome.
I think Matt with Black Rifle is Chief of Happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I learned this from Elon Musk because
There's only 3 positions that are actually recognized within a corporation.
and it's what is it? President?
C levels don't actually.
Yeah, it's-
they're all made up.
It's like president, treasurer,
and secretary are the only thing within a corporation that's actually recognized as a position.
So Elon Musk's like,
Oh, he ripped into that room of C levels. That was like all of these C titles. They're all bullshit. None of them mean a damn thing.
yeah. What did he name himself though?
Who is he talking to?
It was this. So this, I can't remember the name of the organization. They're like an international association for all these C level guys that get together and stroke each other off. And now I can't remember the name of it. Starts with a V. Whatever it is. But it's essentially it's this like
He was a guest speaker.
So they
And he was
paid him
like-
an obscene amount of money to come
He's
in
like,
on a video cast,
all of
and they
your
put him
titles
on
are made
a
up.
big screen, and it's just this sea of C-level officers, just like a huge conference room full of all these guys, like hundreds of people, and they're all CFO, CEO, CMO, like all these people. And he was like, they're like, well, as far as structure, it's because you titled yourself something for his overarching corporation.
Something funny. Like he gave himself a funny job title.
Yeah.
I
don't
think he
remember what it was.
literally. It was like.
It was like party aficionado or some shit.
No, it was like future something. Like it was this bullshit made up title. And he was like, because all of these titles are made up. All of your titles don't matter. None of them are worth a thing. Like none of them matter to any of it. Because as far as a real corporation is concerned, there's only these 3 positions.
Yeah.
And I don't do any of those. So I picked this other title because that's more of what I do. And it's hilarious. But he essentially was just looking at all these people
He
that are
shit
like,
on him.
Elon is going to tell us how to be him. And he was like, yeah, get over yourself.
You're never
Like
gonna
all of
be
your
like
C
me.
titles are fucking useless. Like,
I'm telling you, I like the guy. So what are you gonna do?
With what?
Put some thought into it.
I am. We'll follow up on the next one.
All right, deal.
I can't think of anything creative right now. No, it just makes me think of like whenever people like
Meat
reach
Master.
out. Yeah, Meat Master, Meat
Yeah.
Beater.
yeah.
That could go wrong.
Or
So-
right.
All right.
Or
Depending on the
so
situation.
right.
Definitely not in
tug.
court.
So we have
I don't know about rub and tug.
I think rub and tug works.
If I was a Marine, yes.
the rub and tugger,
Yeah.
rubber and tugger.
I mean, our number 1 selling T-shirt is Rub My Meat, so
There you go.
there's that.
Huh? Justin, what do you got for us today, buddy?
All right, boys.
All right, boys.
So I want to know, in your opinion or your experience, what is the best or go-to barbecue recipe when you're out on the grill on the weekend or smoker, whichever you prefer.
Like our particular specialties.
Yes, when you're
Like let's say
inviting
we did
people over,
let's say we did like a potluck of like the 5 of us.
yes.
Like
What's-
what
are
is
you
your
bringing?
best dish that you're gonna bring?
Yes.
Okay.
That's tough.
Can I go last?
Yeah, you should go last. Okay. All right. I'll kick it off.
Yeah, Meat Master gets to go last.
I do a really good beer can chicken. I can make fucking like roasted chicken on my grill real fucking well.
You just have a thing for putting things in butts.
Yes, can confirm. But yeah, I make a real good fucking like any kind of like that poultry on the grill. I'm good at.
I don't know. I'm pretty proud of my bacon.
Yeah, you should be.
I think I'd show up with my bacon.
Nobody would be mad at that at all.
You should show up next time whenever I'm here with your bacon. I want to try it.
Well, I need more than a fucking 12-hour notice that you're going to be here.
Well, at our next curling meet, you can bring it.
If you don't get that joke, go listen to the episode. You fuck. John, what about you? Like I know you're normally the smoked queso guy.
I would
but
either queso wings or a brisket, but I got that queso pretty good.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
got
you
the
were gonna
queso
say
pretty
those,
dialed in.
those
The
tips.
fucking burnt belly,
Yeah.
or the pork belly burnt
Yeah.
ends.
Yeah.
those are
Those are
fucking
good.
bomb.
those are amazing too. That's meat candy.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the audience.
Yeah.
It does.
It really does. But I'd go queso or those pork belly burnt ends.
Yeah.
That'd probably be one.
What
of my
all you
two.
throwing in your queso?
Fucking everything.
Okay.
Like 3 or 4.
Yes.
I think the last one I did like 4 or 5 different cheeses, cream of jalapeno, a bunch of your seasoning. What else? Chorizo.
I was about to ask if
Yeah,
chorizo.
chorizo.
I
I use some deer sausage. Fucking all kinds of shit. It's just I essentially I found like a base recipe, and then every time I made it, I just kept adding more shit to it, and then like, oh, okay, I don't need that anymore, but I'm gonna put this and this in it instead, and
Speaking
That's how
of
the
which,
best shit happens.
we have a fuck ton of deer sausage on our way.
done.
We have a lot coming.
Okay, so here we go.
that should go in the future book.
Yep.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yep.
My specialty is
Eating.
telling my wife
Yeah, same.
to cook whatever it is I picked that day.
You don't grill.
She's just so much better at it than I am. I do grill a little bit, but like she does the prep work and like she's just better at it than I am.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah,
Like I'm sure Haley probably could grill.
the couple. I mean, I've done some
Doesn't.
decent briskets a couple times,
I
and I've
remember,
done
I remember one specific brisket.
one specific brisket. I got really drunk into my pool, and it turned into more like a. Have you ever taken a bite out of charcoal?
Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah,
what
my first
happened.
brisket was the same way. Yeah.
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 And the last time I used the grill, I started a fire in my Traeger. So
So I guess on that note, what is your wife's best dish?
she's good at everything she does. She's a great cook. Hence me being fat and all. So yeah.
You're just healthy and well loved, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As my wife put it, she's trying to get me fatter so I can't get away.
You fat people they're hard to kidnap.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really.
So, like, let's say we're going to a barbecue and you got to bring something. What do you think you would?
Well, I'd probably lean
Scott's
toward
going to show up with booze.
yeah, booze and probably a brisket if I had to.
Brisket?
Yeah, I like brisket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Right there, Meat Master.
Either that or I'm bringing lasagna pizza again.
You haven't gone yet.
Chicken. I went first.
Oh yeah, that is right. Fuck. Yeah, sorry.
We got chicken covered. We got bacon covered. We got brisket covered, and we got
Queso covered.
queso covered.
I'm gonna go with 2 different things.
Okay.
So if we're having like an actual party, like the Super Bowl or something like that, I'm gonna do pinwheels.
Oh, okay.
So
Like
get some
pinwheels.
blade tenderized skirt steak, pounded out nice and flat. Since we were talking about beating meat earlier,
As you do.
go with like a panko breadcrumb. Across it, some good cheese, like some smoked Gouda,
like
something
smoked
along those
Gouda.
lines. Some Madu steak seasoning from Grill Your Ass Off. Some cilantro and roll it up, smoke it, sear it on the outside. Once it hits about 120 degrees, slice it, and you got little bites of heaven.
Not
Now,
mad at this.
No.
if it's a smaller party, I'm going to go with picanha, which is a Brazilian style steak. I'm going to take the actual cayenne. I'm going to cut it with the grain, sear it into actual like steaks that are 1 to 1.5 inch thick. And then as you go to cut it and eat it, you cut against the grain. And it's basically a very lean portion, almost like a sirloin with a beautiful like 1/4 inch thick fat cap just on the outside. And if you do some good chimichurri on top of it, it's heaven on earth. Like you can't beat that. Like
It's
filet,
not bad.
ribeye.
Yeah.
You can't fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
We have
Nice.
a great chimichurri recipe with the crispy mango habanero on the website too.
Nice.
If you
I
haven't
made-
had good chimichurri, that shit'll change your life.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just made a batch 2-3 days ago. We were testing a new rub. So
Fucking A.
yeah,
I'm
that's my-
hungry as fuck now,
I
man.
know,
Like,
You know, people sometimes say that they're jealous that I get to smoke cigars whenever I want, and I get a write off like as research and development. Any other brand of cigars I smoke, you get to write off all of your meat that you buy.
Yep.
And for this, I am slightly jealous. That is,
But like it's funny. I have a lot of people who say the same thing.
yeah,
But like at the end of the day, the most of what I eat is just like chicken and rice.
right.
here's what you don't know is he's vegan.
Yeah. Fuck, kill me now. I mean, James eats primarily salads every day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which blows my mind.
Good heart health.
Yeah. Great fucking heart health. No,
I don't know why. I don't know why I'm having heart problems, but I really love the salt.
salt with a pound of ranch. No, it's you get tired of it.
Yeah.
Like over time, like especially if you do it all day and then like you're filming it, you're taking
Yeah.
photos of it, and like by the end of the day, you're like doing these brisket and these ribs and
Yeah.
pulled pork, and it sounds amazing, but you're just like, fuck, where's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich right now?
Right.
Like, I don't want any
I
of
just
this
want
shit.
it crustable.
That would
Yeah.
suck when good food turns into work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh, you want to cook? I'm like, no.
That's
No,
like-
and like honestly, the
like,
first 3
I-
years of the company, like I got so fucking burnt out. I did not eat barbecue like for the
Yeah.
longest time, and even still now, like I could give a fuck less about brisket half the time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a good brisket is good, but I'd rather have something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like because by the time, like whenever you're creating all that content, that's what a lot of people don't know.
Right.
Is like you just get so fucking burnt out.
Well, that's like I used to own a gun store,
Mhm.
and
Fuck,
when I
we
got out of the business, it took me a while to even give 2 fucks about a firearm.
yeah.
Well,
like,
before you got out of the business, it took
Yeah.
an act of God to go shoot
yeah.
because it was just
Every
like,
time we went to shoot, it was content.
Yeah.
it was either content,
No, 100%.
or if for some reason it wasn't at the private range that we had, it was we get in there, we start unloading what we're going to go shoot, and 9 people walk up and start asking questions.
Because they knew me or whatever, and it just was like, yeah, it was hard to go to a public range ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely the downfall into going into business for something that you
Yeah,
really love, because you can overexpose
yeah,
to that thing. And now it's like I know that with my new business venture and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it's like, if I essentially ensure that I will never get to participate again
right.
by deciding I'm going to sell it. Like now it's
Right.
just, now I'm not going to get to do it anymore.
Yeah.
No, 100%. And
It's kind of a bummer. You know what I mean? It's kind of a bummer.
But I
Like-
also know that going in.
like you
Like I'm not going to be surprised later that
Well, like, why do people start businesses? It's usually it's passion based, right?
Yeah.
Like you had a passion for fucking seasonings. You had a passion for cigars.
And luckily, I won't ever get burned out of cigars.
You're solid there.
that's the
But-
one industry I've
yeah.
worked in and all that kind of stuff that it's like, yep, nope, never really got sick of this. This
Yeah.
was
I like
definitely
this one.
yeah.
But
If
like,
you
so
do, it's for a matter of a day.
it's kind of a bummer though that you're like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do my hobby. It's like,
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is that to solve that, I'm actually trying to start a content channel just because I'll have to dedicate the time to,
Right.
well, now I actually get to participate because I have to make the content.
yeah,
Well, and I got lucky because my hobby is actually like business. The
yeah,
understanding marketing, workings of business, and everything like that. So it's like business to me comes first, and then comes food.
Right.
yeah.
So I mean, because fuck, I mean, you throw me 10 years ago, I wouldn't fucking be able to tell you how to smoke a brisket ribs or anything like that. I was just some dumb fucking kid.
Well, the same way when we started the cigar
Right.
industry, we didn't know shit about the industry.
Yeah,
You know,
and
I didn't know
I
a
could tell
goddamn
you-
thing about the cigar
I
industry.
could tell you the difference between a good cigar and a bad cigar, but
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you anything else.
Yeah.
right. No, and I was right up the same boat, and it's like, well, fuck, how fast can I learn all this
Exactly.
shit? Like,
Yeah.
because I have to if I'm going to be successful. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I find fun That's like we're,
Yeah.
waking up every day. It's not about like, oh yeah, how am I going to smoke this brisket? It's like, how are we going to grow the company and be able to continue down this mission?
Right.
You know, and for people listening to this, that they're passionate about barbecue or they're passionate about cigars and they're like, oh my God, 10 years ago, these owners didn't know anything about it.
10 years ago, did you know how to smoke a
Well,
brisket?
but no, like that sounds bad, right? But the amount of hours that we've put in for these 10 years will be more than these normal people put into their what their barbecue.
Like if you're a hobby barbecuist,
right.
you're never going to catch up with the amount of hours that you've now pumped into it as a business owner.
100%.
Like when with Warfighter, once we knew what we were going to do, we probably smoked 1,000 cigars, no bullshit, before we went down to go blend.
Right.
Because we wanted to know what was on the market, what everybody else had, what they tasted like, what cigars tasted which way and what, and all of that. And so, we might have been new going into it, but we had a pretty good idea of what we wanted. And
then now our lives are immersed in it. So
you guys are pretty good at teaching though too, man. Because look at me. Like I'm a novice cigar smoker, and I still claim to be a novice cigar smoker. Yeah. But
honestly, you never want to lose that.
Yeah.
Like the best mindset with cigars, at least I've found, and I've been around the industry and in the industry for a very long time, is always be prepared that you're going to learn something.
Yeah.
Like you're never going to. There's a couple of true masters out there, but they're like 75, 80 years old. Like you meet these guys and it's like
that dude in Vegas.
Avo? Yeah, that dude's a fucking legend.
That guy knows what he's doing.
The guy was in the industry for like fucking 50 years.
Yeah.
Like
it's when their family's been doing it for 100 plus years and they're, third, fourth generation.
Yeah.
That's all they've known their whole life.
Yeah.
They've been, they grew up in a cigar factory
like
in the
Carlos.
Dominican or Nicaragua. Yeah.
Like Carlos
Fuente.
Somewhere. And not to plug another brand or whatever, but the fact of the matter is the Fuente family is a bunch of fucking legends. And they're like multi-generational legends.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're not going to see those guys geeking out about the new boutique cigar because they know all of the industry.
And that's the funny is that when you run into them, like actual like Carlos and all that kind of stuff, and you're like, must be great. He must just smoke Opus all day. And it's like, really? If you ever get a chance to be around him, see what he's actually smoking, because it's probably one of the core lines. It's probably just because that's what these guys get passionate about. It's, can I deliver
consistency,
a consistent cigar that is phenomenal every fucking time? Not we were able to blend this 150 boxes of this phenomenal cigar. Not that they're not great, but that doesn't keep the doors open and it doesn't make a legendary family. What does is that $6 cigar that is exactly the same every time, and it has been for the last 50 years.
Well, I've probably smoked fucking 50 cigars in my life before this podcast started, right?
Yeah.
And then the last 2 years, I mean, I've just
We'll
gotten.
send you a bill.
Fuck, you ain't lying. Fuck, man. Thanks, buddy. But I feel like I've learned so fucking
Tad's a
much.
bitch.
Well, it's like you've hung out with us, and that reflects the amount of time.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like
there is an investment of time into learning this.
For us to say we're burned out about something that we were passionate about, and it's not if you look at it in perspective, if your full-time job was to grill barbecue, it's like the guys that work at all these big barbecue places here in Texas,
you would not.
I doubt they go on a Saturday and
I'm sure like Franklin, Rich Franklin isn't like,
Yeah.
you know what I really could go for right now? Brisket.
Those pitmasters, I'll guarantee you those pitmasters and stuff, when they get up on Sunday, it's not like, I think I'm going to go fire up my grill.
No,
they're like,
they go to a restaurant.
Yeah,
and let somebody else cook.
They're
I think I'm going to have a salad.
They're like, I'm going to McDonald's and get a burger. They're like, fuck this.
Well, that's like one of the other things that also like fucks you too, is like once you start learning all of this and getting very good, then it goes hard. It's hard to go to an actual like nice restaurant and order a steak and be like, I'm going to pay $100 for this fucking steak. I could cook better myself. Like, what's the fucking point?
Well, like bartending.
Yeah.
Like, I go to a bar, get an old fashioned. If that old fashioned doesn't knock my socks off, I'll be like, bitch, I could have had a better one at home.
Oh yeah, that's
You know what I
fighting
mean?
terms right there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because I know how to make, I know how to bartend.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like my family's in the service industry and you guys were and stuff like that. You ever met like a 20-year cook that wasn't completely burnt out on, life in general?
Yeah.
Like, these guys aren't then like, you know what? I'm going to go home and I'm going to spend 3 hours making my own fucking dinner. And it's
Usually
like, no,
they
because
gotta
I
go
make
home,
dinner
they
for
gotta-
other motherfuckers like all damn day.
it's like the mechanic.
Well, the mechanic that
always
doesn't
drives a
change his
car
own
that's
oil.
Yeah.
Or the mechanic that drives a car that barely works because
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not going to work on mine.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
You're just paying me to do this.
Dude, like when I was a mechanic, I didn't change my own fucking oil. I did that shit all day at work.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that fucking no. Let somebody else do it. Somebody getting paid for it.
But it was great
You know,
what you were talking about earlier about how much that they've been able to teach you about cigars, because that's whenever you truly know you've mastered a subject, is whenever you can actually turn around and teach it to someone appropriately.
Yeah, like I can take their cigars and I can tell you about them now. Like what did I have the other night? That bourbon aged.
Oh yeah,
cigar.
That it was a Sumatra,
Yeah, it was
but
a
it
Sumatra.
didn't taste like a typical Sumatra.
That was fucking amazing.
It
Is
had
what it was.
vanilla and all kinds of
but
stuff in
I
it.
got like vanilla and like almost like a citrus note on it and shit. And I was like,
I'm so proud of you.
I know. And then I handed it off to him and he tried it and he was like, fuck, Mikey's nailed it. And, you know, and it's like, yeah, dude, like I've developed this palate being around these guys and just like them rubbing off on me a little bit. And like,
and it's just an exposure thing too.
that's
like,
what it is, man.
It's
I'll
not
rub
like you-
off on you anytime you want.
Yeah, boy.
It's not like it was some boot camp. It was like,
I was waiting for. I was
little
wondering who was
things.
going to make the joke.
I was waiting for you to finish.
and I'm sure it's the same way with barbecue. Like you said, I didn't know fuck all. I just knew I like the spice blending, but I didn't know how to make a brisket or whatever. And it's not like a boot camp. I'm going to try it. I'm going to learn something from that. I'm going to take that little piece of knowledge and move to the next one and just keep carrying it off until.
The best teaching moment is when you fail.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
fuck up.
100%.
And you light your brisket on fire, and then you're like, okay, I know not to do this next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
And then that honestly, that's what made me better at grilling too. Is hanging out with my buddy Jared,
Frack Daddy.
Frack Daddy Barbecue, who's a big fan of your shit, by the way, huge fan. And he's got a YouTube channel that he does. Him and his wife do it. Like, and I've been friends with this kid for fucking years, man. You know, you always gotta have that one fat friend.
Mm-hmm.
He's my fat friend, and he's like, but like his food is amazing, man. Like I would put his brisket up against the best. Like it's just,
Challenge accepted.
dude. I'm telling you, I would love to see it, man. I
Our
would love
next
to.
curling meet, I'm gonna fuck him up. With a brisket.
I'd love to see it. Shit, like the kid's fucking amazing, man. And but just even hanging out with him and like cooking next to him and stuff made me a better cook. You know what I mean? Made me better at grilling. You know, and like taught me patience.
Yeah.
You know, because that was my biggest problem is I would fucking pull the steak off too soon, or
That's
I would-
everything.
Yeah, like I would fuck up. Like I just didn't realize that.
For instance, like-
patience is number one when it comes to cooking.
Paul does all of our recipes, our food blogging, all that kind of stuff now. And like, he is a far better cook than me and probably than I'll ever be. And he sent me a text yesterday and he was like, how fucking long is this brisket going to stay in the stall phase?
Right.
Like, he was like, dude, I think I fucked up. I'm just like, just trust the process. Just let it rest.
Yeah.
And that was like one of the things,
Yeah, that was the biggest lesson in cooking I ever got.
well, for
Was
Christmas.
After the cook is
Let it
letting your
rest.
meat rest
Yeah.
and not like pulling it and cutting while it's like hot off the grill.
Yep.
It's just giving it that 10 minutes just to kind of chill, and you don't lose temp. It's not going to like, if
Yeah.
anything, it'd warm up a little bit on the inside, but
Yeah.
yeah.
just
well,
letting it rest. That was like the big thing, but it comes back to that patience thing.
I did an experiment over for Christmas on Christmas Day, and I actually let a brisket rest for 28 hours.
Oh wow.
And like by far
Game
the
changer?
best brisket I've ever had in my
Really?
life. Yeah.
Really?
As long as you keep it in between that 155 to 130 degree range inside the whole entire rest, like fucking absolutely amazing.
So my buddy Jared, he uses his Yeti cooler.
Yeah.
And he'll fucking lock it in his Yeti cooler. And he's like, I'm not opening that bitch for like fucking 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, leave it
'Cause
wrapped in your butcher paper,
Yep.
wrap it in a couple towels, throw it in a
That's
cooler.
exactly what he does.
You're
yeah.
good to go. And then like if it does start going below that 135 degree temperature, you can just like pop off the towels, throw it in an oven, throw it in your smoker on, keep warm setting or a low temperature to keep it in that range. But
Yeah.
I mean, because that's what I did. Because in a smoker you can only go or in a cooler you can only go about 8 hours or so until it starts dropping
Sure.
too much, and then just throw it inside the oven, keep it warm,
Yeah.
and you're good to go. And it's amazing what that does.
So how
See,
long?
what I do-
How long on a brisket?
Is I actually put mine
'Cause you
between
did
me and the
28
mattress and I
hours?
sleep
to
on
actually
it.
cook it.
No, to let it rest.
Oh yeah, that one was 28 hours.
But this should be the minimum amount you let it rest. is
3 hours.
3 hours.
In my opinion, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I've never done that once.
Yeah.
Well, I've never done it either, but my briskets I usually cook like fucking 14, 16 hours.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
And I don't have another 2 hours. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, we're gonna go right now.
well, no, and that's like one of the things that I've learned over time that's actually made it easier to cook a brisket is to most people are like, well, I got to wake up at 3:00 in the morning if I want to have it at 6 p.m. at night because it's going to smoke for 12 hours and then rest for this long.
See, that is the beauty of having a fucking digital I
put it on before I go to sleep.
Pellet smoker.
Well, yeah, no.
overnight.
So do it the whole entire day before. And then knowing that you can rest for that long allows you to have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want. So you're not in a rush to get it done because you know you can let it rest.
That's a good point.
That frees up a whole lot of time.
Well,
but
then,
again,
and then you don't have to
trial
fuck
and error.
with it when your company's there and
Exactly. You're like, oh, it's ready. And whenever we're ready to eat, I'm just going to pull it out and fucking slice it and you're done.
Nice.
I'm going to
But
try that.
that doesn't come without trial and error and failure.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's my most fun thing in business is failure. It's it's almost fun.
Because you don't know.
I
until
failed
you
a
do
couple
it.
businesses. It's not that much fun.
Yeah, no, I mean,
But I
have
learned
too.
a lot from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you get here. And it's the low, the hard times and shit like that is what keeps you fueled up for the good times.
Yeah. Well, one thing with John and I in Warfighter, we learned that we can run very, very lean when we need to.
Right.
And that probably taught us
A lot. That taught us a lot.
I mean, fuck. When I met John, he lived in the camper out back.
Yeah. With no pay.
Yeah.
those were our
all of us
leanest
keeping the
days.
lights
Yeah,
on.
you guys didn't pay yourselves for months.
Years.
They haven't been
Years.
They've only recently been paying
Yeah,
themselves.
right,
I don't even know if it's been a full year.
I would say I remember walking in here and getting handed a cigar and a good bottle of bourbon was opened. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And Scott looks at me and goes, we're free, baby. I was like, and that's very recent memory.
it wasn't that. It
was not that long ago.
Yeah.
About 2 years, I think.
Yeah. So
But still, but that's that sacrifice, right? That's and that comes down to you taking the time and that trial and error, where you sometimes it's forced.
And just being
but
too stubborn to quit and not having a backup plan was the biggest thing.
But I feel like this one's got to work because I ain't got shit else, man.
I feel like if you go into it already having a backup plan, you're bound to fail because you're not going to put in what needs
you
to be
know
done
you're a
to
safety
make it
net.
succeed.
Yeah.
That's a comfort zone.
Yep.
And that's what I feel like a lot of business owners, since we're talking about the Olympics earlier and our future curling team, Olympic athletes across the board is there's no off switch.
No.
Because
It's
if there
all or
is an
nothing.
off switch, you're fucking done.
Yeah.
So it's just I'm just going to keep on fucking going.
yeah. And
If
the
I
Olympics
fail,
is a
cool,
good pull for that.
I'll move on.
You don't meet a whole lot of gold medal athletes that were
My backup plan was to go to college.
I run in my off time, but
Yeah.
I'm actually a full-time whatever. And it's what do you do? And it's I run.
Yeah.
And when I don't want to run anymore,
I run
I
more.
run some fucking more. And there's nothing else for me to do.
Yeah.
There is just this,
Yeah.
and that is it.
My manager gets me a shoe deal so I can run more.
Yeah, and that's that's it. There is no, because they only have one goal.
Yeah.
And that's either to be on the podium or there is nothing else. And a lot of those guys are and I'm going to keep going until I get on the podium. And you'll see them in their third, fourth, fifth Olympics, and it's what are you doing in the rest of the time? It's nothing. I do this. This is all I exist for.
I'm curling.
Yeah.
I fucking curl.
That's what I do. I fucking
Sweet
curl.
ice.
Yeah. I have a van and I curl.
Yeah. And hair care products.
It's a sweet fucking mullet.
Is that going to be a requirement? Well, I guess it can't be. Never
Well,
mind.
it's gonna
Yeah,
be
it can.
It could be a skullet in three of our
We just
houses.
have to wear hats.
I'll handle
Yeah.
the hair division. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. That's you and Murph's fucking
If we're going
speciality.
If we're going 4 years and we're actually serious about doing this, I will do my fucking damnedest to grow a mullet.
We're going to get you on every single kind of one of those Rogaine
Right.
and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, we're just gonna be fucking.
Project Hair.
John's going to be Joe
would be-
Rogaine.
That would be an easy sponsor.
It's gonna be what do you
Like,
what
think
do you
about
do?
it.
That'll be a really
I
easy
curl
sponsor.
and I try to grow hair. That's all I do.
That's all I do.
That's all I got.
Mission Mullet 2026.
There you go. There you go. Well, fucking A, boys.
All I know
Yeah.
is we need a team IROC if we're going to do this.
Ooh, I'm in. I got
T-tops.
this.
A team IROC.
That's how we roll up to the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah.
And an IROC.
We need a van, though.
Yeah, what we need isn't we need
An
an
A-team
we need an
van.
A-team
Yeah.
van
And an
and an
IROC.
IROC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Or kit.
that's one of the reasons I knew.
I'll settle for a kit.
One of the reasons I knew I found the one for me when I met Haley is
She was wearing high tops and drove an IROC.
no, we were talking about when we were having kids. she was like, I don't want a fucking minivan. And I was like, well, what do you want? And she's like, just not a minivan. She goes, unless it looks like the 18 van. And I was like, oh, you're the one, bitch. Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna put a ring on this.
When I was looking at a vehicle that could handle what I needed for the game shop and stuff, I was literally looking at the big vans that you can like lift.
If
and
minivan
all that
came
kind of
out
stuff.
of your mouth,
No,
I was going to bar you from any more automotive conversation.
no,
ever.
not a minivan.
You were
but those,
this close in my mind.
the big ones that you can like put a lift kit on and all that kind
like
of shit.
like the E350s. Yeah.
I was literally looking at him going like,
I had a buddy of mine in Okinawa that he'd been stationed there forever. His wife was Okinawan. And this dude had this fucking like Okinawan van lifted on like 35s and painted like the 18 van. And I was just like, dude, you're awesome.
I was looking at it and I was like, I was already looking at parts to be able to get the spoiler for the back and
There you
shit.
go. Yeah, he had it, man. Because like he was in like some car club and like all his car club buddies were all like rocking like Skylines and shit, right? Because it's Okinawa. And he'd pull up in this fucking van. It was awesome. I just be like, dude.
I still have my wholesale parts connection for truck and car parts, so
Hey, I've
we're
got one of
set
those
as soon
too.
as we get the van.
There you go.
Nice.
I actually do have a wholesale car parts connection now thanks to the wife's new job.
Yeah.
She gets a wholesale pricing on like, it's like 29 automotive brands for
By the way,
all of the OE parts.
Did you get that? Did Freeman send you that fucking El Camino for sale?
Yeah, but they want fucking 10 grand and
He
it's
said
the
it to
ugly
me.
one.
He said it to me. I was like, "That's jazz, man. You got to send it to jazz."
Yeah, but it's the ugly one, and they wanted like 10 G's for it, and there's a hole in the side. I
Oh,
was like, fuck
That's
off.
about right.
so it's authentic. Got it. It's super authentic.
But it was the ugly one.
It's got a hole in the side, man.
I want Leon's.
Yeah.
Leon just had somebody try to buy it from him, and he was like, "Fuck off."
Yeah, Leon and I went through like an El Camino
Yeah.
little venture
You go through an
when we were
impasse.
hanging out. No, we were standing there just gushing about El Caminos. Fucking love that car.
Yeah, the front is where you drive and the back is where you fuck.
Yeah.
It's the mullet of automobiles.
It is.
It is.
Mullets are making a comeback, so
the mullet of
El Caminos will
automobiles.
be.
I want that one out of Australia, the Holden Ute. It is it's a GM product. We just don't have it here.
Yeah.
And it's a motherfucking El Camino, but it's Corvette powered.
Huh.
So, and every time the new model comes out, whatever engine's in the vet that we have here, that's what goes in the Holden Ute.
I had a buddy of mine who had a Ranchero.
Yeah, no, see, no.
And I was like, isn't this just like an El Camino? And he's like, no, it's like the Ford version.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah, that is the
El
wish.com
Camino.
of El Caminos.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty dope, though.
No.
I got to give it to the guys down in Australia, though. They will take whatever vehicle they want and turn it into a burnout vehicle by putting a fucking NHRA drag fucking engine
Dude,
in a shit fucking box car.
there's a
And
whole
just to go do fucking donuts and burn.
there's a whole YouTube channel based out of Australia, and these motherfuckers
It's insane.
have turned any car you can imagine into
fucking
and they've done things like they've gone to Korea and bought like weird little 3-door Korean bastards that you can't get out of Korea
dropped
and
a
then like
fucking-
imported it into Australia and then like gutted it and dumped
dropped a
the biggest engine they could
3,000
fit
fucking
into it.
horsepower drag engine.
Yeah.
Just to do burnouts.
Do you remember Steve Urkel's car? Like the whole front opened. Remember that?
That's a real car.
Yeah, I'd love to have one of those just for fun.
These cars are so nasty. They're so cammed that just idling in drive, they chirp every time the fucking cam turns over. And it's just like, oh.
Yeah, that one crew built one that idled at 35 miles an hour.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's legit. That's legit. So barbecue. So we got chicken, we got beef, we got pork, we got cheese,
Yeah.
and we got more beef.
I think I'm going to do my next lasagna pizza on my smoker though.
You should.
Oh
You
yeah.
should do that. You know what?
I built a whole lasagna on a pizza crust, so it was just handheld lasagna.
You know what I'm really surprised that John or I didn't mention is anything like wild game considering. Like a good like fucking like a backstrap or anything like that.
It's just not as convenient for most people.
Well, the problem is you can't count on having it either.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's why
It's
it
like
doesn't
a
go
by
to
chance
anybody's
type of thing.
mentality. It's
Yeah.
like sometimes you can have a really good year, like you got 2 deer the other day and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
you could be on a hunting dry
You'd
spell
be
like
like me.
he's been and
Fuck.
been like
Like John's
driven
been,
all over the fucking nation and still has no meat.
he's been wanting to bring elk, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I
might
got
have
a
a-
whole entire another fridge and freezer in my house, and I was like, oh hell yeah, because I was supposed to go on a hunt and get a Pierce David's deer, and then that went to shit. Now I have an empty fridge and freezer.
Right?
So
I might have a
There's
line.
that.
I might have a line on a moose hunt this year.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
and it's gonna take a lot more than one of us to fucking eat all that meat. So
a moose would feed.
a moose would feed all of us.
Yeah,
I
for a year
down
or
like
two.
For
4
a
flat
while.
tires.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Like it's like shooting a fucking animal the size of your truck.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking
Oh, yeah.
huge, dude. Like,
Yeah.
so
Speaking of that, we were talking about all the stuff that we learned over time. For anyone listening that is newer to cooking, cook by temperature, not by time.
yeah.
100%.
Yes.
Shoot for internal temperature
Get a
because
nice
they can
fucking
change.
wireless probe or even a fucking one of the instant fucking temperature things.
That's what I have.
Like you can get at grillyourassoff.com.
100%.
Yes.
Yep.
We actually have our own instant rate thermometers now.
It's got a little
you?
jackass on it.
Yeah, it's got a jackass on it. It's got a beer bottle opener so you can stay hydrated while you cook, and magnets.
Oh fuck, I might need this.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Look at you,
Wireless is
business.
maybe coming soon.
Yeah. See, I'm plugging shit you don't even have yet.
Yeah. There's been a lot of that
I
today.
don't know. I'm just,
I'm like, fuck, now I'm going to have to fulfill on all this shit.
Murph, we have all these great ideas. Yeah, I already had them first, fucker.
Shit
You're
takes
no help at
time.
all.
You know how many
all you're doing is
thermometers I have to buy to
Who have
fuck
you
come
been
out with
talking
one?
to?
all you're doing is fucking up my timelines, man.
Yeah.
Don't worry, nobody listens to this fucking show. Like,
No,
Yeah,
that's
right.
like last year. We like at the beginning of the year, we scripted out the whole entire fucking year on like every month what was going to happen, product launches and everything, and then all the supply chain shortages
And
happened.
by February 1st, everything went to shit.
Yeah, and then so like September came around, and it was like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, the 10 products that we were going to launch are all available now, and it's like, well, fuck. Like, how do we roll out a launch in fucking 3-4 months left into the year?
Right.
And it's like, well,
Here
here
we
y'all
go.
go. Here's a bunch of random shit.
There you go, boys.
No.
God,
At least it was Q4.
I'm really hungry.
Yeah,
now.
that is true.
I'm really hungry now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we were talking about like our go-to stuff. What's your go-to thing that you've learned in business so far, whether it be failure, success?
Go-to thing.
Because I always get asked this question, like whenever I do like
That's kind of vague, though.
it is like a lot of people want to know like, oh, well, what's your go-to like biggest success moment? And I normally go to like a failure moment because that's where you learn the most, not in
Yeah,
like
100%.
a successful way. But it's always like the hardest
There's
thing for
not
me
really.
to answer.
There's no. For us, there's never been a big success moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a lot of little things that have added up
right.
to equal that over a long period of time. It's not been one big.
I
thing.
think the biggest thing was the worst time of the company. And like we were talking about it when we learned how to run super lean. Because most people, once they start the company and they start it with whatever capital they have, and then they continue to try to grow it as big and sometimes as fast as they can if
Right.
they're not doing it correctly.
And some
with
people
scale.
who are brilliant, like Black Rifle Coffee, went from
nothing.
nobody
Nothing to public.
Not to publicly
In
traded
7
6 years,
years.
7 years,
yeah.
whatever it is. You're like,
So
It was
like that's
8.
crazy.
Right. But I think that was our biggest moment was that. And it incorporated almost 2 years at time. But it taught us so many things. It taught us how to run lean, but it also taught us what we actually needed versus what we actually wanted.
Yeah.
And once you understand that, and there's a lot of companies, and you can watch them, that they start, they grow, they keep going and going and going. And then you're like, whoa, like, dude, you've been, 3, 4, 5 years and you're doing what? Like, how can you afford that? Like, or you have how many employees and they're getting paid X? Like, Jesus, this is new and you have this house and that vacation place and this, like, well, and then 2 years later, you're like, hey man, what happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
and they're like,
they didn't
well,
put
I wanted it now,
Yeah,
but I had no
right.
idea how to maintain that.
exactly.
So it's-
Yeah. So every time you expand your business or you grow your business, it's expensive.
And yeah,
Right.
If you're growing your business and you're not broke as fuck,
you're doing it
something
wrong.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's one of the things that people don't realize is like growth eats cash flow.
Yeah.
And cash flow is everything in business.
Like you're talking about, all these new products, right? Well, you have to schedule them so you can pay for one and then use the revenue from that to get the other one off
Not
the
to
ground.
mention just the expense of you have an idea. So
Yeah.
like you guys want to do a new blend, or there's a new seasoning coming from you guys. It's not like you can just wake up and you go like, yeah, let me call my guy, and I'll just tell him like, hey, I need a new cigar. And then a couple days later, you have one. The expense and the time it takes to come up with that one singular
Packaging,
thing.
branding,
Like,
figuring out the
how
actual
much shit
product.
do you throw away because it didn't work?
Oh, a ton.
But it's not like that shit's free because it didn't work. Like that all costs money along
Right.
the way.
Well, that's
to do
like
it.
I was saying, like with the whiskey smoked sea salt, that took me 6 months
Yeah.
to be able to get that recipe down. Like that's fucking time I cannot
and then
get back.
It's anything else. Like I'm in the middle of launching, right? The amount of money it cost me just to put in a fucking floor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
and that floor is not.
let's
like,
not
it doesn't
even
do
talk about the
anything.
fucking ridiculous quotes you were getting too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I
sorry.
finally got a good deal, but even at a good deal, it's not like it was no money. Like
You know
it was a
what?
good deal, but it was an expensive good deal.
One of the biggest things for us is if we were thinking about launching a new product, right? It's even if it's a great product, but you don't sell very many, then you or like for example, t-shirts, right?
Yeah.
If we want to roll out a new t-shirt and we over order, they're going to sit there forever.
Mm-hmm.
Or if we order the wrong sizes, we're
Yeah.
going to have small t-shirts.
We
Sitting
have
there.
shirts sitting up there that were ordered 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and they will never fucking sell.
Yeah.
Just based on the demographics and not in our what our company, our customer base is in the fucking cigar industry.
Yeah.
Somebody messed up some numbers, and we got a whole fuckload of shirts, and it was like, great. Now what do we do with these 75 shirts that we're never gonna like ever?
They
Yeah.
take up storage.
That's it.
You know, that's
Yeah.
I know you give my wife a few.
Literally anybody that here. You want another one here?
Yeah.
No, I have the same thing. Like we have overbought shirts, and then people will come over to the house or the warehouse, and it's like, oh hey,
Yeah.
you want a t-shirt?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god,
Exactly.
thank you. I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, because at least somebody's gonna wear it now. It's not gonna sit in a box.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I mean, fuck, we have hundreds of blends that we've done as seasonings. It's just like, well, this is trash.
Yeah, and all that
Yeah.
raw product costs money. Like it's and the time that you lost for going into
The
it.
good
Like
thing
it's-
with you guys is you can do a blend like here and be like, oh, this sucks. Like we have to all the expenses of going to Nicaragua, being down there for a week, hotels, travel, food,
Yeah.
the whole nine. And then we have to wait and let them age, and then we come back and we're like,
Yeah, we'll blend
this
a
fucking
cigar.
sucks.
We'll blend a cigar, and it might be great when we're there, but then once you make the cigars and they start to re-ferment when the tobacco's together, so you have to age them for about 30 to 60 days, then the whole flavor of the cigar can change.
Right.
And you can have something you were very proud of blending
And then
to
now it's
being
a
the worst fucking cigar
fucking
you've ever
dog
had.
turd.
And now there's 40 of them sitting in my humidor that I don't even want to smoke.
a bench roll can
You
be
know, like-
amazing, and then 60 days later you're like, yeah, this dog rocket of a
Yeah.
fucking cigar.
So,
Well, and that's what happened whenever I first, and it took me about two and a half years to kind of understand the ropes, is like what you can actually get as a raw ingredient for seasonings versus like what the actual manufacturers use
right.
is totally different. So
yeah,
putting a blend together versus putting a blend together that can sit on a shelf underneath fluorescent lights in a not perfectly climate controlled area for
Right.
2 years and be fine is totally different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was like, that was a slap in my face whenever I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I got this badass blend. And walk
Yeah.
into a big bottling facility. They're like, no, you don't.
Yeah. So the same thing with the
Shit.
cigars, right? Like,
Yeah.
we'll go down to Nicaragua, and we have a guy that runs our factory. He's 70 years old,
yeah.
been in the cigar
His
world
entire
his
life.
entire life. And I'll be like, hey, this is what I'm thinking. I want this tobacco, this tobacco, this tobacco. He's like, no, he can't do it. And I'm like, why? He's like, it won't burn right. He's like, you have to, you have this type of tobacco around this type of tobacco so it burns evenly. And, so I'll be like, well, can you roll me a couple anyway, just so I can learn, so I can see it, right? And, but shit like that where,
Those guys are lifesavers. Though,
Yeah.
where you'll have an idea and they just go like, look,
no,
you're wrong.
It's been tried before.
Yeah.
And it's
more.
probably pretty similar. Like for the seasonings on paper,
Mm-hmm.
that should be fucking amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
And then-
it could be in the backyard,
Yeah.
but in a bottle in the current condition in a retail
how
font. like-
actual
right.
production works.
yeah.
It changes your on paper, which is the most amazing thing in the world, to no, we can't.
Yeah. And
We
that
just
comes
can't
down to
fucking
like
do
the
this.
best thing, I think, regardless in business, is not what you have, it's who you know.
Exactly.
And if you don't know
Exactly.
the right people, then you're going to be fucked.
Yeah.
A few
And to
years
bring it all
later.
back to barbecue, all of these lessons hold. Because if your barbecue sucks, it's because you haven't done enough of the trying and let it not work.
And you haven't
And
failed.
been willing to eat the expense of getting through the failures for it to actually work.
Or you haven't learned from your failures and you keep doing the same fucking mistakes.
Yes. It probably wasn't the meat. It was probably you.
Yeah.
You could expedite those failures by going to grillyourassoff.com and clicking on recipes.
That's goddamn right.
Then you could fuck up his recipes.
Yeah.
And you could expedite not getting bad cigars by going to warfightertobacco.com.
There you go.
Also
That's
true.
true.
Also true.
That's true.
And if you need a fucking dick joke on a t-shirt, go to redactedsupply.com.
And most of those are fucked up
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
I mean,
in the right kind of way.
those are authentic gents over there.
I have a good shirt design for that after this.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk.
If you remind me.
Okay.
Speaking of after this, let's wrap it up.
Yeah. Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Grill your ass off. Check them out. Grillyourassoff.com. Use that code FF15 over there to get you 15% off over there. Of course, warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Get yourself 15% off there. owellness.us. Quarter off your order for Freedom Friends 25. 3 little things, guys.
Tiny little things.
Easy to do, easy to remember. Words to live by, if you will. Whether you're in the background yard grilling or you're fucking up business and learning from it, you can still always do these 3 things. Johnny boy, hit him with the first one.
Smoke on.
Scotty.
Drink on.
God damn it, kids.
Freedom
the
the
fuck
fuck
on. Later.
Tell your mom.
Penis.
Oh, and their friends.
Yeah.
I'm
And-
already done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And some friends. Fucking hell.